to understand the Hive, you first have to understand the company that built it, the Umbrella Corporation. On surface, Umbrella is the largest business in the world. They present themselves as pharmaceutical and life care giant, producing everyday medicines and healthcare products. They are respected, powerful, and seemingly benevolent. But underneath, Umbrella is a front for something far darker. It is a true profit. Do not come from selling aspirin or a cold medicine. They come from secret military and genetic research, specifically the research and development of biological weapons, or BOW as they call them. Think of like this umbrella is a wolf wearing a sheep's clothing. The public see a healthcare company, the government see a defense contractor, but the inner circle sees a machine for creating uncontrollable power through genetic manipulation. This is where the Hive come in. Deep beneath the street of the Raccoon City lies the Hive, Umbrella's top secret underground research facility. This is not a small basement lab. This is a massive, sprawling complex that houses more than 500 scientists, technicians, and support staff. It is a self-contained city of science, buried miles underground. The facility is accessed through a hidden mansion, which leads an underground train that takes you directly into the heart of the Hive. But the most important part of this facility is the brain, an artificial intelligence supercomputer known as the Red Queen. The Red Queen was designed by Dr. Charles Ashford, who modeled her holographic interface after his own daughter. Her primary function is to monitor and control everything inside the Hive. She oversees the experiments, manages the security system, and ensure that Umbrella darkest secret never escape to the surface. But why build such an elaborate facility in the first place? What they are actually doing down there? The official purpose of the Hive as far as the public was concerned was to develop genetically engineered drugs for medical purpose, and in a twisted way that was partly true. The scientists in the Hive were working on something called T virus. The T stands for Tyrant, and that name tells you everything you need to know about their true intentions. The T virus was originally engineered by Dr. Charles Ashford to help his daughter Angelina, who could not walk. It was meant to be a medical miracle, a way to regenerate the damaged tissues and cure disease. But when Umbrella discovered his research, they stole it. They saw its potential not as a cure, but as a weapon. From the point on, the Hive became a factory for the biological viral weaponry. The scientists were no longer trying to heal. They were trying to create the perfect bioweapon, a creature that could be deployed on a battlefield, that could not be stopped, and that would follow orders without question. This is where the DNA manipulation begins. Umbrella's scientists were not just making a virus, they were rewriting the code of life itself. let me break down the monster hierarchy for you from the bottom to top. The zombie, the field experiment. The most common result of T virus infection is the zombie. When human is infected with the T virus, the virus reanimates dead cells. The person dies, but their body keeps moving, driven by primal cannibalistic hunger. But here is the important part. Zombies are failures. Umbrella did not want to mindless, shambling corpse. They wanted controlled soldier. Only about 1 in 1 million infected subjects would become something useful. The rest became zombies, collateral damage. So the scientists went back to the drawing board. They started injecting the T virus directly into live tissues. When they injected the T virus into a raw human tissues, they created something far more dangerous, the liquors. The liquor is the muted creature characterized by exposed brain, long whip-like tongue, and massive claws. It is a faster, stronger, and far more aggressive than a zombie. The liquor is what happens when the T virus is controlled during the mutation process. It is a step toward Umbrella's goals of a predictable weaponized creature. And then there is the Nemesis, Umbrella crown jewel of horror. The Nemesis was originally a human named Matt Edison. In the first film, Matt was scratched by lickers. Umbrella took him and used him for their Nemesis research program. They infected him with the T virus and subjected him to further experiment, transforming him into a direct monstrous killing machine. Unlike zombie, the Nemesis could use firearm and follow a complex order. He was closer things Umbrella had to their dream of the perfect bioweapon. The horrifying truth, every monster in the Hive started as a human DNA. It's a very, very legitimate point to understand the whole idea of this movie. The zombies, the lickers, the Nemesis, they were all created from human beings, twisted and muted by Umbrella's genetic experiment. So what was the Hive? It was a factory of horror, a place where the boundaries of science were pushed without ethics, without caution, and without humanity. Umbrella built the Hive creates weapons from DNA. They took a virus meant to heal and turned it into the tool of extension. They took human beings and turned them into a monster. And in the end, it was their own creation that destroyed them. The T virus escaped, the Hive fell, and the world paid the price. But here is the reason and the lesson I want you to take from this video. Science is not an evil. The intent behind the science is what matters. The T virus could have cured disease. The DNA research could have saved lives. But in the hands of the corporation that valued profit over people, it became nightmare. This is a warning that Resident Evil is screaming at us. Technology is a tool. It can be built or it can destroy. The choice is always ours. Thank you for watching part 2 of this series. In next video, we will explore how Alice fit into the genetic puzzle and why she was the only one who could stop it. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.